know, the team that's sort of conspicuous by its absence, absolute train wreck last night underneath the Musco lighting and outside the field hockey lines at Boston College, where Boston College destroyed Florida State. What has to be done at Florida State?
You know, it's interesting. Coming into the season, we do all of our Final Four stuff, and I looked at Florida State and I saw their talent, but I've also seen their defense play for the last several years. I've also seen their offensive line play for the last several years. Going back to Jameis Winston, quarterback's just getting destroyed. Francois a year ago, Blackman, same story. I mean, so I don't trust it. I didn't trust Florida State, and now you're seeing this. Now they're not fighting. Obviously, there's some things that need to change at Florida State.
There was a shot of them in the third quarter. It was cold in Boston, and they're down big. And I thought it really just kind of summed up their season. The camera just went right down the entire bench, and guys were cold. They had towels around their necks, and they're getting blown out by Boston College on a Friday night. Not what they envisioned their season being. But this, to me, offensive line's been inconsistent. Defense is, you know,
that's putting it
obviously, obviously.
With that talent, they should be way better
But I'm saying, my thing, Des, is the Andre Francois injury. We all started there.
Right.
But you can't be losing to teams with inferior talent. It just makes me wonder where the mindset of the care and the want and the fight of the Florida State team is at this point.
You know, about a couple of weeks ago, we watched Washington State, and their coach, he said, Mike Leach said, we're front runners.
Yeah.
To me, when you see a team with that type of talent, and then they only lose one player, and that's DeAndre Francois, and they just start to go in the tank, to me, they're mentally fragile, and they must have been front runners. Because, like you said, you don't lose to inferior opponents just because you lose your quarterback. I mean, you're still supposed to have one of the best defenses in the country, one of the best defensive players in the country, and you're supposed to let that group, you know, at least carry you through games. I mean, it's almost like they threw in the towel, which is very, very disappointing to see from Florida State.
Can I say one other thing, too?
Real quick.
When is Florida State going to get with the times, too, and do what Nick Saban did offensively and go tempo? You have better players than everybody. Your twos are usually better than everybody else's ones. Everybody in that league. So why not use tempo to your advantage? Why wouldn't they do that? I think it's something they need to look at this offseason.
I mean, you gotta be who you are, though.
Whatever it is,
you know
I agree with
well,
it.
Nick Saban used to say that too.
They have to
Nick Saban used to say that too.
Yeah, but they gotta be who they are.
But they have to put their quarterback in better position to succeed, especially if they can't protect him.
And that's the biggest issue. The offensive line is
36 years in a row they've been to a bowl. They've got to beat Clemson if they're going to go to a bowl this year because of a game that got canceled. That ain't happening.
No.
I mean, forget that right now.